Listo. Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes a todos. Espero que se encuentren todos muy bien en esta sana distancia. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing great. And well, it's time to continue working in our class. This time that you had with your family or alone, I don't know. I hope you enjoy and relax a little bit because of these uncertainty times. All right. So let me see, let's start. We go directly to our platform, and in here we are going to check, well, let's see the learning form. All right, in here, remember that even though it's not something that we are going to evaluate, it's very important to participate, okay? In here, you have to share your doubts, your comments, your suggestions about the different topics that you've seen with me, all right? And in this forum, we have the chance to reinforce the different topics we've seen so far, all right? Example, it says, we can express and ask for information about activities or situations that happened in the past using the past simple, all right? And we share this with the community, right? Writing in English, which is very important. Remember that it's very important to continue practicing and don't feel bad because you don't know. There are different platforms that you can check, Google Translator and the other one. Let me see, I don't remember right now. There is another one that I share with you. Give me a sec. That is reverso.net. Those two are very helpful for you to be sure that you are delivering a good activity. So remember, this learning forum, is very important. Okay, let's see a little bit an example of what is happening. Look. Okay. Well, this is my writing, and it says a friend, for example. It says, hello, good afternoon, a pleasure to greet you, I guess. Before studying, I was working. What were you doing? I was working. At that time, I had 2 jobs. I work at a paint store, and right now I'm working for the state government. It motivated me to study to keep my job and also achieve a degree and improve myself intellectually. It is a very pleasant feeling to resume my studies. I did not remember how it felt to commit myself as a student and return to the task. The nervousness of waiting for the result of the grades and the not getting the highest grade, but at the same time a challenge to make it better the next model. Well, friend, I totally agree with you. It's very demanding and very challenging to coming back to the time when you were a student, to take the time to sit in front of the computer, to prepare your activities. I love here your commitment to get good grades, and not all the time it happens, but the most important thing is that you are learning and learning something that will help you in the future to continue growing, right, and improving. Very good. So you can answer or you can make a comment to a friend and so on. All right, let me go back to, this is the learning form. Okay, now let's go back to our activities. Here we go for the first one. Activity number 3, happy day. Let's see what it works or what it says about. A happy day. Oh, love happy days. Okay, it says, what's been the happiest day of your life? What happened? Where were you? Were you alone, or who did you go with, or who were you with? Okay, why it was the happiest day of your life? Maybe they were vacations, or good news, or to get a goal in your life, right? Okay, so let's see what you have to do. Remember that you have to download the format. It is opening. Okay. Oops. All right. And it says here, Remember the happiest day of your life. Then write about what happened, how you felt, and why it was an important day for you. Use the verb tenses you have practiced throughout the English models. Simple present, present continuous, past continuous, and simple past. Put a photograph or image that illustrates that day and write a paragraph of 5 to 8 lines with your history. Alright? Well, let's see what it says. Wait. Okay. Copy your photo here and consider the following question. What was the happiest day of your life? This is my example. Remember that it's not something that you have to copy, just to give you an idea of what you have to present. I would say the happiest, no, I would say one of the happiest, because I'm not sure that is the happiest. One of the happiest day of my life is when I deliver my when I had my first son in my arms. All right? What happened? Well, the first time that you are a mother, it's something that changed your life forever. Okay? What happened? Well, I started having contractions since very early in the morning. But my son Andres was born at 10 p.m. Imagine the whole day having contractions, all right? How did I feel? Oh, I was very nervous. I remember I was very nervous and anxious because I wanted to meet my son, because I wanted to meet my baby. Why was the happiest day? Oh, let me tell you, and I think that I would sound a little bit romantic, but that day I understand what, or yes, I met God for the first time. I met God for the first time. Yes, I guess having your son in your arms is just unbelievable. It's an experience that changes your life forever. Okay? Well, that's an example, very short, but an example. And then in here, you have to write a paragraph with these ideas. And don't forget to include your picture. Your picture or your image if you don't want to share a real one. Maybe for some of you can be the day you got married, or maybe the day you traveled to a certain place that you always dream about. I don't know. There are different circumstances or different situations that make that day a very special one. All right, in point number 3 says that to record the reading of the story of your happiest day and the paragraph of the importance about knowing the past. Paste the audio link here. Remember that for this, it's always important to complete the reading, okay? Sometimes it says that you have to limit to a certain time, but I prefer you to finish your stories or your reading rather than being nervous or being aware of the time. Okay, so I close this. Okay, well, I minimize it. And then I go back to the following activity. Let's see. That was the happiest day. Oops. Okay. As you can see, today I am recording in a different place because I had some trouble with my internet. But the important thing is that I am here with you, checking this. The second one, well, sorry, the third one. It says, making my family timeline. Okay, Do you know the history of your family? Do you know the most important events about your family? Well, there are different parts of that history that maybe you don't know, and this is the opportunity to search about it. Let's see. Let's go directly to the format. Remember, we download it. I strongly recommend you to check that you understand vocabulary. It says here, making my family timeline. Write in the following box 10 questions in English and Spanish to gather information about your family's history in simple past. Example, when did you move to this city? Right? And in there, well, you have the 10 questions in English, then in Spanish, because you are going to interview somebody in your family. Okay, oops. Okay, question number 1. To my mom, oops. Okay, it says, where were you born, mom? All right. Where were you born, dad? When did you get married? Where did you live? What was your occupation, dad? And I would say the same question to my mom. What was your occupation, mom? Who did you live with apart from each other, right? Let me see. What was where did you go on your first vacation together? Okay, and so on. I am giving you some very simple and very easy questions. Now in here you have to translate it. ¿Dónde naciste, mamá? Sorry. ¿Dónde naciste, mamá? Y acá, pues, ¿dónde naciste, papá? So on. All right? And then it says, do the interview with a member of your family who can give you this information. Ask the questions in English and Spanish and write the answers. In here, well, I need to do this to my father and my mom. Let me say that my mom lives with me and my father lives, because they are separated, in another house. But in here, well, according to this, we have to ask and answer questions, interviewing that person, and then it says in number 3, make a timeline with the information provided. Take care that events are chronological organized. We recommend the following link to know how to make a timeline. Okay? Remember that this is always a very good guidance to present good quality activities, right? And then you have to paste and continue. Well, let's see. Give me a sec. In paragraph of 5 to 8 lines, write your experience by listening your family's story. Okay? I remember, let me tell you, when I was very, very young, not my mom, but my grandma, my mom's mom, she used to tell us stories about her family when she was a little kid. She was born in Temascaltepec, that is a little town in the south of the state of Mexico. And I remember that it was very exciting to listen to her stories because you practice a lot of your imagination. She participated in the Mexican Revolution, so it was a very hard time for her that somehow I understand better now that I'm living this coronavirus time, because it's very uncertain. You don't know what to do, what is going to happen. So imagine being in your house comfortably with your family, and all of a sudden you need to escape to the mountains in order to be hidden because the soldiers arrive, and uh, they used to take all of the things of the houses, and they used to kidnap the girls, and it was difficult time. So I remember that I used to love that, and it was very interesting for me to spend time with my grandma listening to her stories. All right, and obviously I recommend you to, before delivering your activity, remember to check your correct pronunciation, your correct writing in the link that I've given to you. All right, well, let's go back to here. I don't know if I've forgotten something in here. Well, we have many activities to practice the simple past, the past continuous, the simple present, the present continuous. All right, here you have activities to do that. And that's all for today. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope I've been checking your activities, so don't worry, you're doing great. And as we read in that little part of Ephraim that I love, that he's doing this extra effort in order to get a very good grade, because that is what is important in the future. When you continue, it makes part of your life. It's like a habit that you acquire and that you do every day. All right. Tiempo de decir adiós. Gracias por seguir conectados, por estar entregando sus actividades en tiempo, por estarse esforzando un poco más. Recuerden que es este tiempo que estamos pasando con la familia, los que puedan, los que no, bueno, tomar sus precauciones, pero valorar mucho lo que tenemos y sobre todo este esfuerzo, no bajen la guardia. Lo peor que puedes hacer en tiempos tan inciertos es bajar la guardia. Entonces, esto que están haciendo es justo lo que les va a ayudar a seguir abriendo puertas en un futuro en la carrera que ustedes elijan. Y el idioma inglés es una herramienta muy poderosa que hace que esa balanza se incline hacia ustedes en el momento de participar en cualquier postulación dentro de una empresa o ustedes mismos para sus negocios que estén llevando a cabo. Muchísimas gracias. Estamos en contacto y nos vemos la próxima semana. Bye.